announce the awards for the first category, which was the mixed use category. And I believe the PowerPoint begins at this point. And we'll see the first honorable mention here in just a moment. First, we have two honorable mentions in the mixed-use development category. Let me remind you, the mixed-use category put residential, commercial, daycare center, and put all of these uses on about 7 acres adjacent to an urban stream that was connected on the east side to a large, relatively large urban area, about a 20-acre nature reserve. So the challenge was connectivity in park. What we see in this very strong project from Pennsylvania State University is that Matt Zambelli, the designer, has made a public promenade, a parterre, immediately adjacent to, but respecting, the highest quality habitat, so that public experience of habitat was front and center in the design. And we thought that this was such a strong expression of that extremely important idea, public experience of the habitat that still stands outside the habitat and respects it, that we wanted to honor this work. Let's give Matt Let's look at the second honorable mention award in this category. From Arizona State University, a team, apparently a student team, gave us this entry, which brings forward another very important idea that we all talked about. Like many of us, when we're doing a project in urban planning or landscape architecture, this team questioned the site boundaries they had been given and redelineated the boundaries of the site. They did not use all of the 8 acres that had originally been assigned to them for mixed-use development. Instead, they pushed the mixed-use development immediately adjacent to Metropolitan Collector Street, so that they really put the people corridor where they put all of the people activities in the same corridor, and in achieving this, they achieved a better wildlife habitat corridor. So by questioning the premises of the spatial organization that they were given, we felt that they really achieved a better kind of spatial allocation in a way that was really smart and achieved probably better habitat connectivity in the long run. This is the only entry we saw to do this, and we wanted to recognize it for that important discovery. Let's give them a hand. The next prize this is the third place winner, a wonderful project, and Stefan will say a few words about this project in a moment, but a wonderful project from the University of Arizona. Among the things that were really so extremely thoughtful and really extraordinary about this project that I hope you'll take a moment and look at it very carefully is that these designers really thought about designing for all of the organisms on the site, thought of human beings as organisms, thought of a whole range of amphibians, birds, mammals, and how they needed to use the site. So they thought about habitat in complex ways. And as an aside, I really think that's how we will achieve the most effective urban habitats. It's not about restoration. It's not about making them pristine. It's about understanding the behavior of organisms. And this entry really shows that these people, to use Susan's words, did their homework. They really understood how to think about that. We also appreciated that this group brought mixed use onto the site at a scale that kept people, especially in the residences, close to the ground, closer to the experience of this riparian corridor and the habitat as part of their everyday life. Stefan, do you want to say a few words about this?
I can try. This third prize work is also very focused on a master plan, on a layout plan, on the planting, on the habitat. And our feeling in the jury was that it was a very well-weighted project, a project that really answers a lot of questions that arise from this situation there. I would like to go to the second prize. As was the nature of this discussion, in this jury, and also in our discussion, the projects have different weights. Some are more around planting, some are more around master planning, some are more focused on architecture. But all the winning projects answered all the questions, but with a different depth and a different weight on the various disciplines. Here, the second prize is a project which focuses, done by the Georgia Institute of Technology in Atlanta, Jerry Page and Christopher Van Clay. This project focused on density, tried to bring the people closer together and to use as few space, as less space as possible of the natural habitat. And they created in the center court an architectural landscape. And if you look closely, you see how this sort of develops to a natural landscape, a more natural environment when it comes closer to the river and to the natural environment. We think this is a very well-solved project, keeping in mind that density, urban density or density in general is a very, very important aspect of sustainability. We thought it's a very well-solved project.
Another important dimension of the success of this project is that it deals with an issue we saw in many of the entries. That is the difference between the representation of ecological function, the representation of habitat and stormwater movement, and a broader functional, real existence of habitat. This design does both, and it does it in a very self-aware way. It doesn't get confused about those categories. So what we see in the inner courtyard is the use of these grid modules to represent habitat types, to represent them, and actually to function, to move stormwater. And beyond that, we see in a way that is strictly respected the continuing function of the habitat conservation area. So it does both things well. And now the first place winner.
From Arizona State University, Tempe, Benjamin McDowell, Tyler Stradling, Michael Nicoli, Todd Severs. This work, again, uses density, but in a more naturally and freely arranged manner. It concentrates the living, the housing, and the commercial aspects around two courtyards, which let the natural habitat flow through and connect between the river and the other natural habitat on the other side. The jury thought this is a well thought through project, very successfully worked, and also not only but also in an architectural manner. This unifies all disciplines very well.
To point out some other things about this project that we all thought was just a great project. two things that really stood out in addition to what Stefan has described for you. One is that the whole suite of residential development along the edge, facing the riparian corridor and projecting up along the habitat corridor, assures, and the designers were very self-conscious about this, the people living here experience the habitat every day, all the time, without having to be in it. So that, again, they respected that boundary and the designers have provided the experience. Also, I think this is one of the entries that shows us some of the ways that design must change if we really are going to integrate habitat. It challenges some of the good ideas about urbanism. You'll see that in this design, the street, the access that comes off the Collector Street does not connect to the grid in the south. And consequently, the habitat in the south has a more intact connection. So by balancing the needs of the different organisms using the site, the people and the other organisms, different design decisions make sense. So let's recognize this project.
Stay out super late tonight, picking apples, making pies, put a little something in our